Imagine being told that you would bring a miraculous child into the world, a child destined to become one of the greatest prophets, yet without a father. How would you face the world? Would you have the strength to embrace such a destiny? This is the story of one of the greatest women of the world, Hazrat Maryam. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, Naseeha Studio. In this video, we will discuss the story of Hazrat Maryam, a woman chosen by Allah for an extraordinary mission, to bear a child, Isa, through a miracle that would change history forever. In her quiet devotion and unshakable faith, Maryam accepted her fate, setting the stage for a journey filled with challenges, divine miracles, and a legacy that would inspire generations. Maryam's early life, devotion in the temple. Long before Maryam's miraculous journey began, her story was already woven into the tapestry of faith. Her mother, a deeply pious woman, had long prayed for a child. She had promised Allah that if blessed with a child, she would dedicate that child entirely to his service. Her prayer was answered, and when Maryam was born, her mother kept her vow. She dedicated her daughter's life to worship, making Maryam's childhood and youth a time of pure devotion. Maryam was placed under the guardianship of her uncle, Prophet Zakaria, a revered figure known for his wisdom and deep connection to Allah. Zakaria cared for Maryam as she grew up in the Temple of Jerusalem, where her days were filled with prayers, learning, and service. Those around her noticed Maryam's unique qualities, her serenity, and her focus on her faith. People marveled at her dedication, and even as a young girl, she inspired those who encountered her. Her life was simple, untouched by worldly concerns, and filled with the peace that only true devotion can bring. Maryam's life in the temple wasn't just one of solitude and isolation. It was a period of spiritual growth. Her connection to Allah was deep and pure, and she received special provisions from him. It was said that whenever Prophet Zakaria visited her quarters in the temple, he would find her with food that was not from the earthly seasons, as though Allah himself provided for her sustenance. This unique bond foreshadowed the divine favor that would later unfold in her life. The visit from Angel Jibril, a message of miraculous news. One day, while Maryam was alone, an extraordinary encounter took place. She sensed a presence and turned to find herself face to face with Angel Jibril. His form was unlike anything she had seen, radiant and filled with divine light. Overwhelmed, Maryam felt a surge of fear, as any human would when encountering a being from the unseen world. The angel reassured her, speaking in a tone that brought calmness to her heart. He told her that she was favored by Allah, blessed among women, and under his protection. Angel Jibril then shared a message that would change Maryam's life forever. She would conceive and give birth to a son, a child unlike any other. His name was to be Isa, and he would be a sign for all of humanity, a prophet destined to guide people back to the path of Allah. This child would be born through a miraculous command from Allah, without a father. Maryam, astonished by the news, asked the angel how this was possible, reminding him of her purity and lifelong commitment to chastity. The angel explained, "It is Allah's command. When he wills something, he merely says be, and it is." Isa's birth would be a miracle, a demonstration of Allah's power and a testament to his will. Through this child, people would witness divine wisdom and mercy in ways they had never seen before. Despite her initial shock, Maryam's faith was unshaken. She accepted her role with humility, aware that she had been chosen for a purpose beyond human understanding. In that moment, Maryam demonstrated a profound level of submission, placing her trust in Allah's wisdom. She knew that while the road ahead would be challenging, she would be guided and protected. Maryam's solitude, carrying a miracle alone. After receiving the divine message, Maryam's life changed in ways she could not have foreseen. The temple, which had once been her sanctuary, became a place she felt compelled to leave. Knowing that her pregnancy would raise questions and invite judgment, she sought refuge away from the people. She journeyed alone, carrying both the weight of the miracle within her and the emotional burden of isolation. During her time of solitude, Maryam turned to Allah, seeking strength and solace. Her days were filled with contemplation, prayer, and surrender. The world outside may not have understood her journey, but she knew that Allah's wisdom transcended human comprehension. Her heart found peace in the knowledge that she was part of a divine plan, one that would unfold in ways beyond her understanding. As her pregnancy progressed, Maryam faced not only the physical strain of carrying a child, but also the emotional weight of her situation. She missed the comfort of the temple and the guidance of her family, yet she remained resolute, finding comfort in the quiet presence of Allah. Each day was a test of patience, and each moment was an exercise in trust. Maryam's bond with Allah grew stronger, her heart filled with faith as she prepared for the arrival of her child. The birth of Isa, a miracle in the desert. As the time drew near for Isa's birth, Maryam felt an intense surge of pain and exhaustion. She sought shelter beneath a palm tree, alone in a desolate area with no one to help her. The labor was overwhelming, and Maryam, feeling both the physical and emotional strain, cried out in despair. She wished for relief, for a reprieve from the suffering she endured. It was in this moment of vulnerability that Allah's mercy enveloped her. Allah sent her a comforting message, instructing her to look nearby. There by her side, a stream of fresh water had appeared, and the palm tree under which she rested began to bear dates. She was guided to shake the tree, allowing the dates to fall, providing her with nourishment and strength. These miracles were signs of Allah's compassion, reminders that she was not alone in her journey. With renewed strength, Maryam gave birth to Isa, a child whose very existence was a miracle. This newborn, lying peacefully in her arms, was a testament to Allah's power and mercy. Isa's birth was more than the arrival of a child. It was the manifestation of Allah's command, a moment that would inspire awe and reverence for generations. Maryam held her son close, her heart filled with gratitude and wonder, realizing that this child was destined for greatness, chosen by Allah to guide humanity. The journey back, facing her community's judgment. After Isa's birth, Maryam knew she would have to face her people, a community that would struggle to understand the miracle that had taken place. She anticipated their questions, their judgment, and the accusations that would follow. Holding her newborn son, she returned to her village, prepared to endure whatever lay ahead. Though her heart was heavy, her trust in Allah was unwavering. As she entered the village, people were shocked to see her with a child. They questioned her integrity, unable to comprehend how she, known for her piety and purity, could have a child without marriage. The accusations came swiftly, and the judgment was harsh. But Maryam, following Allah's guidance, remained silent, knowing that only a divine sign could explain her situation. In that critical moment, Allah performed another miracle. The newborn Isa, though only an infant, spoke to the crowd. In a clear, confident voice, he declared himself a servant of Allah, a prophet chosen to bring guidance to the people. He defended his mother's honor and proclaimed the divine purpose of his life. His words silenced the crowd, leaving them in awe of the power of Allah. Isa's miraculous speech was a sign not only of his prophetic mission, but also of Allah's protection over Maryam, preserving her honor and her faith. Isa's childhood, a life of signs and wonders. Isa grew up under Maryam's watchful care, displaying wisdom and grace far beyond his years. From a young age, he showed signs of the divine mission that lay ahead. People around him began to notice his unique qualities, his compassion, and his deep understanding of faith. Maryam, as his mother, nurtured him with love and guidance, preparing him for the path Allah had set before him. As Isa matured, he began to fulfill his role as a messenger, demonstrating Allah's power through miracles that defied human explanation. By Allah's will, Isa healed the sick, restored sight to the blind, and even brought the dead back to life. Each of these acts was a sign, calling people to return to sincere worship and submission to Allah. Through these miracles, Isa showed people the path to truth, embodying compassion and mercy in his actions. Maryam watched her son's journey with a heart full of both pride and humility. She saw in him the fulfillment of the divine mission that had been set in motion before his birth. Isa's life was a testament to Allah's mercy, a beacon of hope and guidance for all who sought to understand the deeper purpose of life. Maryam's enduring legacy, a model of strength and faith. Maryam's story is celebrated as one of the most remarkable examples of faith, resilience, and divine favor. Her life is a source of inspiration, reminding believers that true devotion often involves enduring hardships with patience and trust. Through her journey, Maryam exemplified the strength that comes from surrendering to Allah's wisdom, even when His plans seem beyond human understanding. For Muslims, Maryam is a revered figure, honored as a role model for women and men alike. Her story emphasizes the beauty of purity, the power of patience, and the unbreakable bond between a believer and their Creator. She stands as a symbol of strength in the face of adversity, an embodiment of the idea that true faith is not passive, but active, filled with resilience and courage. Maryam's life teaches that Allah's wisdom often transcends human logic, and His mercy is present even in the darkest moments. Her acceptance of a divine mission, her strength in the face of judgment, and her unwavering trust in Allah have made her one of the most beloved figures in Islamic history. Her story reminds believers that, with faith, one can overcome even the greatest trials, finding purpose and peace in the path Allah has chosen. Isa's teachings and the lasting impact on humanity. Isa's life, from birth to his prophetic mission, left a profound impact on humanity. His teachings emphasized compassion, humility, and devotion to Allah, guiding people to reconnect with their Creator. He called for a return to sincerity and worship, reminding people of the importance of mercy and kindness. His miracles were not only acts of healing, but signs of Allah's presence and power, affirming that faith is the ultimate source of strength. Throughout his life, Isa faced rejection, misunderstanding, and hardship, yet he remained dedicated to his mission. He is remembered as a prophet of peace, a messenger who embodied Allah's mercy in both word and action. For Muslims, Isa's life is a testament to the values of compassion and faith, inspiring believers to strive for a deeper connection with Allah. Maryam's support and love played an integral role in Isa's journey, as she stood by him, sharing in his struggles and his triumphs. Together, their story continues to inspire millions, offering lessons in faith, resilience, and the beauty of divine wisdom. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed this video and found it interesting, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more content celebrating the Islamic heritage. Your support really helps spread these important stories and teachings. We hope that Allah brings peace, happiness, and success to you and your family.